This episode is brought to you by
JG
Graybill!
Woo! Now enjoy the episode.
This is All Sports All the Time, episode 144. Luke, what famous baseball player who recently passed away, who was one of the greatest players of all time, wore number 44?
Wait, you can write a number over 100?
He said 44.
He wore 44.
Oh.
This is episode 100.
Do you really think I know?
I was hoping you would, because he hit the most home runs in MLB history, not including Barry Bonds, because we don't count him because of
That's what
steroids.
I was going to say, Barry Bonds.
No.
I have a
really
guess.
bad.
Is it Mark McGwire?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't
He's
know.
African American.
Oh.
Mark McGwire isn't like this person.
No, I know
isn't.
I know that.
This
Then I
person's
don't know.
African American. Hank Aaron.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Also, Mark McGwire did not die recently. You just killed Mark McGwire there. He's
Well,
pretty
I
sure
didn't
he's
know.
still alive.
How recently did Hank Aaron die? I don't remember seeing
It
that.
was like last year, wasn't it?
That's not recently.
Well,
I thought you meant
within
within the
a
past
year?
couple
Yeah,
weeks.
Oh,
tons of
no,
things.
no. Yeah.
I mean,
it was
I-
within a year. I think it was like early baseball season last year
I couldn't
that
have
he
told you that.
died.
it
And then it was
number
cool because the
44.
Braves went on and won the World Series
I couldn't.
the year that he died because he played for the Braves. And
I assumed after you said that.
yeah. So for those of you listening and not watching on YouTube, you have no idea that we have a guest. Those of you watching on YouTube have probably been wondering for the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes. We've been
Why
talking for
Parker
like
looks
30
so
seconds.
different.
Parker is different today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parker wish he had these cool braids, you know?
We
feel
have
like-
Leah Forey today. That's the
Yeah.
intro
What
for
happened?
her.
What would it look like if Parker had long hair?
Not good.
No.
I can't see him with long hair.
No.
Like, have you ever seen those like
I think
things
his
you can
hair's
do, like
too
the
fine.
thing where like it makes him look like a girl, or a girl makes it look like a guy? What if we did that to Parker, made him look like a girl? Like, what would that look like?
I won't do it if someone else wants to.
I
I
kinda
feel
wanna-
like
I
you're the only
feel
one who
free.
would work with long hair. But, like, that wouldn't even work. But you would be, like, the...
Your long
I
hair would be
feel
the
like-
least bad.
Yes. But they would all be
Yeah.
bad.
But
I
like,
think
as
yours
a
is-
guy, or like if I were a girl.
As a
As a
guy.
guy.
I think yours is the right
As a
like
girl?
texture. Parker's is too thin. Mine is too thick. Yours, I feel like yours would kind of flow.
Would you
a
grow
little
an
bit.
afro?
Probably.
Okay,
Mine.
guys, instead of bleaching your
I
hair,
think
I
this
might
time
grow
you're
an
going to grow an
afro.
afro.
Test it. Let's
Just
test
over
it.
college, I don't know
Yeah.
how I'm gonna get my hair cut. So just
I'll cut
let
it.
it go.
You're just going
You're
to
just gonna go down to Florida to get a hair to get a
Yeah,
haircut.
it's an excuse to go to Florida.
Sure. That's an expensive haircut.
That is.
Pay for travel fees plus the haircut. All right, see ya. Thanks, Luke.
Haircut $10.
Mhm.
Yeah, the plane ticket $300. Okay.
Are plane
Thanks.
tickets still that expensive?
I don't know.
Yeah, it depends.
Probably pretty
It was
expensive.
like $560 for Texas. So.
Jeez.
When was this?
When
Few
you went to
weeks ago.
Texas?
No, when I was looking because I want to go to Texas.
Oh, okay.
Not that I'm actually gonna go, but I was looking because when we drive down to Philly, we like to ditch and go to the airport.
Mm-hmm. That was your plan when the game got canceled.
Yeah.
If this Phillies game gets canceled that we're
I'm
going
gonna
to
cry.
in June, it's a problem. I don't know what our deal is, but yeah.
I told you Mr. Paulus is going to that game too.
You did. Yeah. Our English
It's his-
teacher is
it's his-
going to the same Phillies
It's
game
his
as us over the
son's
summer.
first Phillies game, and we've got like
That's cool.
tickets in that front. You know how sometimes they check tickets if you want to like go down to the dugout to make sure you're in that section.
Yeah.
I said we should let him like use our tickets so he can bring his sons down to the Angels dugout,
It's a good idea.
and then because we'll get to go down too,
Yeah.
because they're out in right field.
'Cause they'll check
So
and
maybe
then
they'll
we'll-
catch a Trout
yeah.
home run or a Bryce Harper home run,
Lefty, right field.
Otani home
It's
run.
possible. Schwarber home run. He did that in the first game.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
get into our MLB preview a bit later, but first, we haven't really fully
Yeah.
introduced Leah. I don't know how we're supposed to. How should we introduce you exactly?
Like, I can't say, like, I'm your biggest fan or anything, because I've, like, watched maybe, like, a third of your podcasts, and that's, like, being generous.
Okay.
That's still a good amount.
That's not bad.
144 episodes. A third of that is.
Actually, then, no, there's no way that's a
Grace,
third.
what's the math?
Does Grace even want people to know that she's back there?
Yeah, my
Okay.
manager is also here with
Yeah.
me, just so you guys know.
Oh, we should probably start talking about sports. Baseball finally started. When this
Opening
comes
day
out on-
was a few days ago.
Well, yeah, when
It'll
this
be
finally
Monday.
comes out, the
Thursday.
first series of opening day
Yeah.
will be completed. I believe
the
for most
Phillies
teams,
will
unless they
go
have a 4-game
3-0.
series. They're playing the A's, who suck. So it's entirely possible that the Phillies could be undefeated. As of the recording of
Matt
this
Scherzer
on Saturday, they are undefeated.
His pay is higher than the A's
Whole payroll.
Yes.
Holy cow.
As well as
A's,
the Pirates and the Orioles.
The A's dumped all of their good players.
Yeah. Max Scherzer makes more than the A's payroll, the Pirates payroll, and the Orioles payroll. Not combined. But like each of them.
Mm-hmm.
He makes more than 3 teams.
That is...
Which is kind of ridiculous.
I mean, he's on the Mets, so like they have plenty of money.
Yeah.
Their owner, Steve Cohen, is willing to spend a lot of money. So, that's still a ridiculous amount of money for a starting pitcher. But the Mets are very good. They need Max Scherzer because Jacob deGrom is now hurt, and so it's nice to at least still have one dominant ace for you. The Phillies have started off... I feel like we have to start with the Phillies. We're both wearing the Harper shirts. You can't tell if they're... They both say Harper 3 on the back because that's the number he wears.
It is. I knew that one.
Yeah. So
mine is pretty
I would
faded
kind of hope
compared
you
to
would know
yours.
that one if you have the shirt.
Mine has definitely been worn.
Are you saying mine hasn't?
No, I'm saying mine's more faded.
Yeah, I think yours is older than mine.
But
Probably.
the funny
'Cause I
part
didn't get
about
mine
these
till last year.
shirts is
I got
that
it the first year he was on the Phillies.
we were watching one of your best of things, like
Mhm.
one of your best of segments, and it went from a video of like you wearing the shirt to the next video was you wearing the shirt. So it just looked like you guys had switched shirts.
We do like to wear the Phillies shirts.
Me and Owen
Red
switch shirts
in
all
general.
the time.
And they fit perfectly.
Oh, perfectly.
That's why we switch.
Yeah,
because
obviously.
we wear
clearly
the
wear
same
the same
size.
size shirt.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter at all. So
Yeah.
it's seamless. I've pulled up, I'll put it on the screen here, but on the computer I've pulled up my Whiteboard Predictions 6th annual. I got this whiteboard in my room in 2016 for my 12th birthday and did my it was just baseball predictions. It's since expanded to football and basketball as well, but I nailed it in 2016. First year doing it, I had Cubs over Indians in 7 games, and it was Cubs over Indians in 7 games.
Yeah.
And I was
it
like,
broke the 108 game streak.
exactly.
Or 108 year streak. Sorry.
Yeah. 108 seasons without a championship for the Cubs. And I was like, I'm so good at this. And then it's been kind of downhill since then. Might have been beginner's luck. But is there anything on here that stands out to you, Luke? Because we're not going to do like a team-by-team breakdown. That would be kind of tedious. But these are just my general predictions for the season. Is there a team that you think should go farther? A team that you think should not go as far? A team that I just have like not making the playoffs that probably should? I have one observation while Luke's looking. The East is loaded this year. NL East and AL East. Both of those divisions are
as well as the
very
NFC
dominant.
East.
At the AFC East?
No, the NFC East.
Oh, the NFC East.
Because they have the Eagles.
It's not exactly quite as loaded as the other ones. So, yeah.
You're really high on the White Sox, which is good. I think they could have a good season.
I think they have a lot of young talent.
Yeah, they've had definitely time to build.
Finally going to mature. I was high on the White Sox last year, and they were pretty good in the regular season, but then they ran into the Astros in the playoffs.
The NL West is crazy. I mean, you've got Dodgers, Padres, Giants. Those are 3 insane teams right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think your picks are actually pretty good. I like them.
Well,
I like that you have
interesting content.
I know. I like that you have the Angels
completely
making the
disagree
playoffs
with
this year.
all of your
Leah
picks.
gets it.
This
There
is
you go.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I really like how you have the
Why?
Angels making
Would
the
it be
playoffs.
red
They have
and
not-
blue?
They
Ridiculous.
deserve it. Trout and Ohtani need to go to the playoffs.
Fans deserve it. We need to see Mike Trout in the playoffs.
And Ohtani are way too good to not be in the playoffs.
That's the one downside of baseball. You can see it as a downside or you can see it as an upside, depending on how you look at it. But the stars don't guarantee wins like they do in basketball and football.
Yeah.
Like the star quarterbacks, the stars in the NBA, they're always in the playoffs. Whereas baseball, you can have Mike Trout, one of the greatest players of all time, and
who hasn't been in the playoff in years.
Ever.
He's never. I thought it was one of his early seasons.
I don't think Mike Trout's ever been to the playoffs.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. The Angels have been bad for quite a long time.
Yeah. So it's very bad. So yeah, I had the Angels making the playoffs finally, but then losing to the Astros, and then I had the Phillies finally making the playoffs.
Hate the Astros.
I've started to. I don't care about the Astros as much anymore because it impresses me how they've stayed so good,
even without
through
cheating.
everything, losing their manager, losing front office people, losing
not cheating
players
anymore.
They're still good. Yeah. It's like the pitchers who they stopped using, like the spider tack and the sticky stuff, and then they still pitched well.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. And then I also had the Phillies making the playoffs.
Because they will.
First time in 11 years. I do not remember the Phillies making the playoffs.
I think we've talked about this the last 4 weeks now, but
We
I mean, you're
have.
not wrong. I don't.
We
remember
also
that.
talked about it last year and the year before that because it's very
they
sad.
still
They have the
haven't won.
longest playoff drought in the National League. It's so sad because 2011 was the last time they made it, and that means you were 6,
Yeah.
and I was 7, and so it's not good. Unfortunately, we hit it just wrong. Where like I think we kind of started to like be Phillies fans
Because we don't remember
right in the
2008.
lowest years.
Because they peaked in 2008
Yeah.
and then it just went downhill.
Rock bottom was I think
15, 2014, 2015.
It was like 15 through 17, and that's
Yeah.
like exactly when I was like started really paying attention to the Phillies. So
Hey, but it couldn't get worse.
that's true.
Yeah, you guys can only go up from here.
Yeah.
Then
like
you can
this
just be
year.
excited every year.
This is one of the best teams we've ever seen
Best
now because
offenses.
the bar is pretty low compared to. I would say this is the best Phillies team we've ever seen
Really?
because we haven't seen that
even
many.
defensively.
Just as a team as
As
a
a
whole.
whole. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, your starting rotation is solid. You've got Nola, you've got Eflin, you've got Wheeler, you got
Suarez was really good
Who's their
last
fifth?
year. Probably Kyle Gibson.
Okay.
And he's just like solid.
Average.
He's nothing crazy, but
Yeah.
he'll be a consistent guy as long as he doesn't get hurt from the 5th spot.
As long
And
as we
then
don't have injuries in our rotation and our bullpen, then I think we can have a solid year.
That's never guaranteed, unfortunately. But
Sadly.
there's not that many Phillies teams we've seen that we remember.
Yeah.
So the bar is pretty low. Therefore, I think this would be the best Phillies team we've ever seen. And then playoffs, obviously, I've got the Dodgers winning the National League because they're loaded. It's ridiculous. And then the AL is actually kind of, it's not weak, but I think the National League is finally stronger than the American League for once. And I've got the White Sox over the Blue Jays, 2 young teams. The Blue Jays are super young. They've got Vlad Jr. and Craig Biggio's
Yeah.
son, and
Bichette.
Bo Bichette, Dante Bichette's son. So they've just got all the sons of the major leaguers from the 90s, which it's worked out for them. They're one of the best teams in the American League. A lot of people have them as like a sleeper pick to win the World Series.
I don't think they'll go that far. I think they'll be good.
I think inexperience might be what gets them in the playoffs because they also haven't been since the
The White
last
Sox
time
are
the Blue
also
Jays
pretty
were in was
young.
the Jose Bautista home run. I do remember
Yeah.
that. I saw that game live.
I did it.
That was so
But
fun.
I've seen plenty of clips from that game,
Yeah.
aka the home run.
Cole Hamels pitched in that game for the Rangers.
Really?
Bautista didn't hit the home run off of him, but Hamels started that game. Cole Hamels was the best. Anyway, that's more nostalgia. And then I have the Dodgers beating the White Sox. 6 games, pretty easy for the Dodgers, just because, again, they're ridiculously good. And I'm still shocked they didn't win last year. And then they added Freddie Freeman, and now they're even better. So, that's pretty much
Imagine
it
if
for
Freddie
the
Freeman went
baseball
back-to-back.
preview. He could.
That'd be pretty crazy.
He's probably favored too.
He went from
actually.
Yeah, I mean, he went to a loaded team. He's like anybody that goes to the Bucks right now.
Yeah, that kind of is what that is. Freddie Freeman was like, you know what? I got my championship in Atlanta. Let's go ring chase now.
Yeah.
So good for him. I think
He'll be
everybody
done
likes
soon.
Freddie Freeman.
I love
it's not
Freddie
like
Freeman.
Kevin Durant ring chasing where people get mad at him. Freddie
No.
Freeman's a really nice guy.
I mean, you see
And
all
he was
this
in
good
Atlanta
stuff
forever.
about him, and he seems like I don't know, a
Except
good guy.
that Ronald Acuna Jr. didn't like him.
But that's because no one likes the Ronald Acuna Jr.
Because Ronald Acuna Jr. wore eye black and they like made him wipe it off. There was some. That was what
I don't
he
know.
said, something about eye black and something else that Freddie Freeman and the other veterans were like, we don't do that around here. So it just seemed like a dumb.
I don't like
controversy,
Ronald
but-
Acuna.
Oh, I don't either.
He's
But I understand why Braves fans like him. It's kind of like how nobody likes Bryce Harper except for Phillies fans.
yeah, and I'm gonna turn this around, and I don't like Ronald Acuna right now. I didn't like Bryce Harper when he first started either. I think it's
Exactly.
the young mentality. They're cocky. They're young, and they just
And they
want-
know that they're good.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, and I think because Bryce Harper was the exact same way in his young days, and then he, aged 10 years later. He's
So distracting, Grace.
I don't know what Grace is trying to tell
So
me,
distracting.
but
anyway, I think that Bryce Harper's gotten better, and I think Acuna will get better in his attitude, but I think it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
But
What
I
do you
don't
mean
like
by
it right now.
attitude?
Like, I don't know, just their demeanor.
Just that's just a synonym, like a cocky attitude
Yeah.
where like with you want him to stop bat flipping.
No,
or
no, that's
you want
that's
him
whatever.
to stop.
I
How
just-
does he change it?
Yeah, I was
He
gonna
just
say,
doesn't
how do you
annoy me
tell
as much.
that
Oh,
is-
okay.
I don't know how to determine that, but like,
It is weird that one of the most
No.
dominant players
It's
in
just one of those
baseball is
things.
named Ronald.
Do you know Ronald McDonald was on his like high school baseball team? Like the guy who like.
Ronald Acuna Jr.'s baseball
No,
team
no, no. Ronald McDonald
Grace Harper?
was on. No, Ronald McDonald like
was
like
on
the-
whose high school baseball
like
team?
the guy who was the inspiration for like McDonald's like
Mhm.
he was on his high school baseball team.
Whose?
wasn't actually
His!
one guy. It was two guys.
Whose high school baseball
Well,
team?
yeah, but like they like
No.
their younger brother Ronald like
I still don't understand whose high school baseball team is
Ronald's Ronald McDonald's high school team.
this. Okay.
Yeah.
So the guy who inspired Ronald McDonald was on Ronald McDonald's baseball team?
No, Ronald McDonald was on his high school.
That's
That's definitely a true fact.
You said Ronald McDonald was on his high school team,
Yeah.
and then you said whose high school team? Ronald McDonald.
Yeah,
So Ronald McDonald was on Ronald McDonald's high school team?
yeah. Like I'm on my track team.
But then you would say Ronald McDonald was on. Okay,
Moving on. We should move
that
on.
was one of the. That was a very It's like Parker's not even gone. That was a
Yeah,
conversation
it
we
was
have with
very
Parker.
Parker
I was trying to help, you know?
conversational.
That was
Thank you. We
perfect.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I was gonna try to transition from iBlack to our draft, but then Luke started talking about young kids these days, so
Tell me
I
about
wasn't
it.
able to do it. We're doing a baseball accessories draft.
Yeah.
You can tell
We are.
they're very excited about it.
Wait, can we do the weird
Their
faces
enthusiasm.
thing instead?
The what?
The weird
There's-
faces thing
I
instead.
I did think that the weird face game would end up being kind of mean
Yeah.
and just be like,
Probably.
does this guy have a weird face? Yup.
That means he's
And
good.
That would be it.
Or he's really bad. But Baycott
Wait.
has a weird face and he's
And
really
he was
good.
so good.
He's insane.
That's true. And Adam Thielen had a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
so I don't know. You
interesting
saying people
looking.
have weird faces seems to make them play well.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't understand
Matt
that.
Ryan had a pretty good career and his face is really long.
It's also the most symmetrical
One
of the
day,
quarterbacks.
you guys are gonna go big and like people are gonna dig up like your old podcast and you're gonna get in so much trouble, dude.
Just Luke.
What? I've said a lot of questionable things.
Yes.
Luke's gonna. We might not even be doing the podcast anymore. Luke will just be like a doctor,
Yeah.
and someone walks into his office and they're
You
like,
can't ever run for like
Wait a
president or
minute.
anything.
"I don't know if I trust you because I saw this clip of you 10 years ago,
Saying
and
some
it just
random guy had a long face.
it won't be good for you." Oh, that's not even the worst thing. They
Oh.
would be more offended by more things.
Especially laughing when Tyrod Taylor got his lung punctured.
That was your worst moment. Yeah.
Because then they'd be scared that I'd puncture their lung and then laugh at them.
Yeah. But the memes is what you said.
Yeah, it was for the memes.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
Anyway, the accessories draft. We have off screen 12
Over there.
accessories that baseball players wear.
Or
And
use.
there's 3 of us, so by the end of this, we will have 4 items each. And
Wait, why is there a gold chain?
because
'Cause
that
baseball
is an
players wear
accessory that
chains.
baseball players wear.
Why do baseball players wear chains?
I don't know. I never did.
I never
Like-
understood it because a lot of guys wear them over their jersey, and then it's like, how is this not getting in the
isn't it
way?
distracting?
I never
Yeah.
wore one,
A lot of guys will wear them under. There's only a few that wear them over the
which
jersey,
is annoying too.
which
But like,
confuses
if you're gonna
me.
wear it under, why are you gonna wear it? at all?
Exact. That's
They always told us to
That's
take
a much
off
better
jewelry,
question.
but then they'd let people wear chains.
that's in high school and
Yeah, I
college majors. I never understood that they wear chains over their jersey.
Nor did I.
Um,
I don't understand it, period, but
But,
you know,
yeah.
people will be people.
it's style. That's just kind of, I don't know. Why do some people wear earrings?
So that their
Style.
holes don't close up.
Well, okay, but like.
Why would you get your ears
You
pierced
get your
in the
ears
first place?
pierced so that you can, it's just I don't know why. But yeah, there's 12 of them. There's 3 of us, so we'll do a 4-round snake draft. Do we want to just like randomly select who goes when, or like are we just gonna try to like negotiate who wants what pick
I think Leah should get the first pick.
as the guest? Okay, that seems fair. Could I take the second pick?
If you would like the second pick,
I
I'll take the back-to-back
I would
third.
and then we'll snake. So, Leah, you want the first? You got the first pick. So
Okay.
we've got glove, hat, baseball, bat, eye black, arm sleeve, sunglasses, chain, batting gloves, helmet specifically with the face protector because that's the more like popular version, catcher's mask, headband. And I would like to say, while I can filibuster a bit so Leah can think about this. They say that boredom is the mother of invention. I think laziness is the mother of invention, because I'd come up with this draft idea, and I was like, I don't really feel like going through all the editing work that I did with our Marvel draft of making a graphic and like putting stuff up on the background,
putting it on a
and
mug,
all of that. Yeah, those good things. Did Parker give that to you then? Because you left it at his house.
Yeah, I know I did. I don't remember. I'll have to check.
It's gone. Okay,
It's definitely not gone. Probably in the bonus room.
yeah, maybe. So I was like, I really don't feel like making a graphic at all. Grace, are you texting her?
She is, and I'm
Oh
reading
my
them, so I
word.
know what she's gonna
It
take.
keeps coming up on her
I'm
watch.
not answering that. I'm definitely taking.
Oh my word!
those.
There's so many from Grace.
That was the wrong
Jeez.
thing. I don't think. Make something up.
This is
Okay, I'm gonna take the baseball bat though.
Okay.
That's your first pick.
Yes.
yeah. So
Grab it.
the way
Grace, you can be the runner.
or Luke,
Yeah,
you can,
Grace.
Grace is the runner. Yeah. So I didn't feel like making a graphic with all of the items. So what we're gonna do at the end of this is we're gonna take a picture with all of us
That's scary.
with our accessories, and then we'll post it, and then you guys will vote on who had the best draft. Second pick, I will take the sunglasses, please. Oh, you just put your finger right on the middle of the lens.
You
You
always
gotta-
grab it like this.
Yeah,
Grace.
now I
Go
gotta
like
try
this.
to
Nice.
clean it off. All right, Luke, back-to-back picks for your accessories. All of the headwear options are still available: hat, helmet, mask.
I really don't want to hit your like wood.
I think it would be fine. I wouldn't swing the bat at it.
I
But
was
gonna
gonna
go-
say, are we testing
know.
it?
If I already
Just the
have a
ability
hat,
of
does
it.
this count? Am I not allowed to wear this
you
in the picture?
must wear a different hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, same with sunglasses. I can't use this either.
Yeah, no, that
Yo,
would be
I'll take hat.
cheating. All right.
For baseball.
That concludes the first round. Now we go back to Luke again. Yeah, I chose the adjustable one so that you could make it fit your head. Now, yeah, I think these were... No, I think there's one more that's like a clear top choice. We'll see if you go with it.
I'm going between
In
two.
my opinion, I think that there's one that I really want that I'm hoping you not pick. You don't pick so that I can get it. But we'll see.
I'm gonna go with the glove.
Okay, yes. Sweet. I'll take the arm sleeve.
It's a nice one. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, I did want the arm sleeve. All right, now Leah gets back-to-back picks for her second and third items. Ooh, do I go right arm or left arm? I
Gotta
think
go.
right arm.
I want.
No, because generally you put it on your throwing arm.
That's my right arm.
But my morals,
yeah, that would be-
Grace.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, I thought this was
Okay,
my left arm.
What?
I'll
I was
take
like,
the
I
baseball.
don't throw like this.
Yeah.
Oh, going with the baseball. Okay, Leah's going
That
with like
was
the
really
classic
scary.
items. She's
Yeah,
got the ball and the bat.
And then.
All right, and then one more.
I haven't held a baseball in so long.
That's really sad.
Oh, it's an R100 too.
Yeah, that's one of my game
Those are the
balls.
nice ones.
That was from
Yeah, the chain.
I don't remember what game, but one. Oh, she went with the chain.
I will wear this in protest though.
Nice.
Because I do not personally believe that baseball players or anyone should wear chains.
Then why'd you draft
No.
it? Just
Because
to make a
I
point
don't want to get.
Why are you
so
unclipping it?
for the rest of us?
So that I can put it on.
You could just put it over your head.
I got it.
Well,
Yeah,
now it's
see,
stuck in
now
your
it's-
hair.
That's 'cause
Could have just
that's-
gone
that's
over
how
the
girls put on necklaces.
top,
But
but
it's not a necklace.
it's a chain.
It's a necklace.
It's very different.
This is a,
Okay,
this is
is
a
it-
necklace.
Oh, and your
I
pick?
bet I
Yeah.
could get a necklace like this at
Um,
like Loft or something.
Hmm.
I could.
Let's see. Luke took the one headwear option that I was looking at, hat. So now the other two headwear are the helmet, the like batting helmet, and the catcher's helmet. And I don't want to end up with the catcher's helmet, so I'm going to take the batting helmet. Not because it's the best item available, but because it's the best of its category. And so now Leah's kind of stuck with the catcher's helmet as her headwear option.
I want eye black
No.
headband.
Oh, I gotta take this off. Oh, back to back. He goes eye black and headband with his last two picks. Nice.
Okay, I
That's
want
a
the
good move.
gloves.
You do have to put on the eye black for it to count.
I will. I'm not gonna
Just
put it on
saying.
yet, but
So, yeah. hey, it is not your turn, Leah. It's my turn. So, good try. I'm gonna take the gloves,
No.
and Leah's gonna end up with the catcher's mask. Batting
I don't know where
gloves.
that's been.
no,
On
it's
Luke's
been a
face.
lot of.
You put the P upside down on your
Oh, it's upside down.
headband there, Luke.
Thank you, Owen.
These glasses don't fit on my face now.
I
with
don't know
the-
where that's been.
On my head.
all over Luke.
Ugh.
Also, it does not technically count as your draft pick if you don't put it on, because for the picture, if it's not on.
Well,
then
if it
it's gonna
doesn't
look
count
like
for my
you did.
draft pick, I guess it's not mine.
Grace, executive ruling. Does Leah have to put the helmet on?
Or can I take?
Duh.
Let's go. Or I can take I'll take that hat and then you get your hat.
No.
No.
Luke drafted that hat. You could try to trade him for it. Maybe you can offer something, and he'll give you the hat, and you'll give him the mask.
You've already won this before.
That's
You're
not a trade
wrong.
offer.
I think, you'll just feel more comfortable in something you've already worn. You know.
I'll give you the headband.
Yes.
And I'll take the mask.
Let's go.
So you have a hat and a mask now.
Okay, this is how I'm gonna pose
Like
with the
a
mask.
ninja.
I'm gonna have it in my hand as if I'm walking up to the plate.
Are we standing for the picture or sitting? I
figured
plan that
we'd
at all.
stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to show off my bat.
You got the ball too.
Yeah.
So yeah, Luke has to
There's
put
a
on the
gum
eye
wrapper
black.
in there.
What?
You're
You're the one that had it.
Yeah, because I
Same.
put a gum wrapper in there.
I didn't put a gum wrapper in there.
Nor did
It's
I.
centered. Like the pink. Okay.
Yeah, pretty close. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, Luke is very skilled in putting on eye black. So this is a tutorial for any of you who haven't put
Do you have
on
your phone on you?
eye black.
No, but.
Oh, you're gonna put it on?
Grace will put it on him.
I think you should put like a heart on like the.
No, just do the
eyebrows.
regular eye
Oh,
black.
that was really long. Oh, just go.
The triangle. The triangle is better
Oh,
than.
and I have to go to work right after this, so I'm gonna need something to wash it off.
Yeah. Can we all
Is
agree?
it filled in?
No, you gotta do that with your fingers so that it looks cooler. Although again, I guess you would
Just
have
a little
stuff
bit. You don't
on
need
your
to
hands.
like too much yet.
We can all agree that the triangle is cooler than the streak is cooler than the straight rectangle across, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's,
don't think
yeah, that look, that eye black is definitely better than just this across. That now you've got it on your hands.
That was a really slow
But
high five.
No, I'm not. I have gloves on. I'm fine.
Well, I'm not washing off the eye black.
I was
What
gonna
do you
say,
guys
is that gonna dry? Are you gonna be able to get that off?
Hopefully, because I have to go to work.
Picture now or picture at the end of the episode.
We can do it at the end.
And all right, cool. So that was our draft, and now we are going to talk about baseball jerseys again.
We
in
are.
line with kind of
Yeah.
the accessories. It feels like a nice transition. We've discussed before that the Phillies have the best jerseys in baseball.
Yes.
Powder blue throwbacks,
Hands down the best jerseys in baseball. No questions.
easy.
Yes.
Wait, they had blue jerseys at one point?
They did,
did.
in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they switched in the early 90s to their
the
current
white.
look.
To the white pinstripe.
Mm-hmm. And the different P. And
Yeah.
Basically the modern look. There's been some
Is
tweaks.
this the throwback P?
But yeah.
And then that's the current P.
Yep. The one that you're wearing
Oh,
that you can't
I was like,
see
that's
because
an
it's
H.
this is the current font. It used to be
Yeah.
that.
I
And
was
so,
wondering why it looked like that.
Yeah. It's
The better
it's
look.
powder blue and maroon instead of red, white, and blue.
Which is so cool.
So yeah. Powder blue jerseys in general seem to translate well in sports.
Blue's a good color.
Yeah.
And that's the analysis of the jerseys. Blue's a good color. So I don't know exactly how we want to discuss the jerseys. I can give my top 5. I don't know if you guys have
I
top
was
5s,
prepared
or if
for
you
that.
just have
The problem is
interesting
I don't
jerseys.
know baseball teams, so I don't know what their jerseys
You
are.
could just throw out a baseball team and say that you like their jersey.
It's true. We had a
The,
hat.
Toronto Blue Jays. Or
They don't
whatever
have a
call it.
terrible jersey.
I like
They have
their,
a
I
really
like their
interesting
jerseys,
font.
And
Yeah.
Their font is double lined.
Their pitching rotation really good.
Their rotation is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know how she do that. But
Shout
that was
out
a
to the
lucky
person that
guess.
told me
or-
that. I can't reveal my sources.
That was
but
your prep.
yeah.
hey.
Shout out to the person who told
Did
me
you
that.
ask them who has a good pitching staff, or did you ask them what are the Blue Jays good at?
No, they just told me that random fact.
They just told you.
I didn't even know if it was true or not.
It is true. You have a good source because
Yeah.
the Blue Jays do have a good pitching staff. Although it's impressive that they have a good pitching staff because they had the Cy Young Award winner last year, best pitcher, and
Yeah.
he left, and their pitching staff is still really good.
Well, that would make sense if they have good coaches
Well, that too.
or
Yeah.
managers or whatever they call
They
them.
also added Jose Barrios. Well, yeah, they have coaches, and then the head coach is the manager.
Does
so,
he
yeah.
own the
Ooh.
team?
No, he's
Then why
just
is
the
that
head
Called
coach.
the manager.
Well, then the general manager is in charge of running the team, and then the owner is the owner. It's not the most creative name.
No.
So I don't know why you would call the owner the manager though.
Because they manage the team, they're in charge.
Well,
of
but they
though.
don't though.
Well,
The general
They
manager
just
does.
fund it, kind of.
Yeah,
But I feel like they should have like be in it a little bit.
Well, but a lot of
Because
them
their
are like
team.
billionaires, and this is just like one of the things that they're invested in, and they've got like other businesses and stuff, and so it doesn't rank
Like
incredibly.
Patrick Mahomes is a partial owner of the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, he's part of the ownership team. And then when there's like one owner, like Jerry Jones is incredibly involved. He's the most involved owner in sports with the Cowboys.
And nobody likes him.
But then a lot of other owners, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, and then I also have my basketball team that I own on
Mark
the side. No, Mark Cuban's a terrible example because he's also incredibly involved.
Oh, he is? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he's like always on the sideline and in the locker room and that sort of stuff.
There was
So,
dirt on the table.
very bad example.
Probably from this.
Yeah, the mask is very dirty. Probably
It's
needs
also
a
why I
rinse.
just don't wanna-
How do we feel about baseball managers wearing jerseys just like the players? Because no other head coach does that in other sports.
I think it completes the look.
Mm.
Because in no other sport is the
No.
manager or whatever as directly involved in the game as a base coach.
Is that true? Oh, okay. Base coaches.
That's what I mean.
Base coaches are different than the manager.
Yeah, okay.
Base
Man-
coaches are always on the field.
You're right.
But you have to
Managers
be able
mostly
to
in the
tell
dugout.
who's
But
a manager and who's a
still.
player.
Well,
I don't know,
you
I
can
feel
tell
like-
because the
Maybe
other
I'm
guys are
biased.
20 and 30, and then the manager is 60.
Maybe I'm biased because I've been around the game so long, and that's just kind of what I'm used to. But I always liked it, like, seeing everybody in a jersey. I don't know. I feel like that
Well,
looks
I feel like they
better.
could still like wear the team's like, logo and colors and stuff without having to like, match
Yeah.
twinsies.
Like NFL coaches, where it's like you wear your team's jacket and hat. And I don't have a problem with them wearing jerseys. It's just weird to me that we have an old man in a baseball jersey when he
Yeah.
could just be wearing, like, I don't know, sweatpants and a team jacket. It doesn't, I don't know.
I think it's just
why they kept
it's
the
how
tradition.
it is, and I think that's the thing. It's tradition. That's why they kept it.
But just because something's tradition doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, but that's what.
Also
a lot-
doesn't
Like
mean it's bad.
it's tradition for the Phillies to be losing at the moment.
Whoa.
And
Actually,
that hurts.
it's always been tradition
And
for
is
the
that-
Phillies to be losing.
is that good?
As well as
is
any
that
other
a good
Philly
tradition?
sports team.
Yeah.
Is that
Phillies
a-
have been around for like 130 years, and they've won 2 World Series.
That's sad.
It's incredibly sad. They went 97 years without winning a World Series, and then they finally won. And then, 28 years between the next two. So decreasing. They went from 97 to 28, and now it's been...
What's that? How many years different is that?
97 to 28? That would be 69
7,
years.
Yeah.
So now the gap, it's from 2008 to...
That's 13
Now-
years, 14.
So, yeah, we're going on into the 14th
Yeah.
year. So I don't know what percent did we cut it down by. Like if we went from 97 to then 28, you would think we'd be coming up on one soon.
You would
If the
think.
It
gaps
should
are
be
getting
like 10
smaller and
years.
smaller between World
Oh,
Series
well, it's already
wins.
We should have won like 2 years ago.
We're off schedule, so that didn't work out. Any other thoughts on baseball jerseys? Obviously, the Phillies have the best. Is there a worst jersey? Like just one that you absolutely hate how it looks?
I don't like the A's green.
The green and yellow
It's
together.
very. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like an old timey, like one of those books that like references like an old timey school, and it's like you got the green chalkboard and
Like Little House on the
It
Prairie
is
or
kind of
something
that
like
color of
stuff
green.
like that.
It looks like
not
a
that I
green
know what that
chalkboard.
is, but it sounds
don't know
like
what-
it's
wait,
old.
you
I've
You
heard
don't
of
know
it.
Little House on
No,
the
I've
Prairie?
heard of it, but I never read it.
Well, I didn't read it either. I watched the series.
Well,
and
that-
like
I never
didn't-
watched the series either. I've heard of it,
I like,
but
but I didn't watch as much as Grace did. Like she watched it. She liked it.
Was that
That was
allowed for her
that
to
was
say?
the secret.
That was the one thing she didn't want you to say.
Yeah.
Ruined it.
Sorry, guys.
Could we cut that out?
because we had thought about that in advance.
Yep.
Um,
You knew it was gonna come up eventually.
I don't like the black and orange team.
The
Black and
Orioles,
orange.
Yeah.
Orioles.
They're
I don't like. I
they're
feel
really
like-
bad.
Yeah, well,
Well.
that's because of their jerseys.
So if they got a jersey change,
It all makes
then-
sense.
I feel like if they did black and teal, then they could win.
Black and teal. The Mariners are gray and teal.
What kind of gray?
Just like medium.
gray kind?
Medium gray.
No, but there's like different kinds of gray. There's like this gray, and there's like
Sure.
the gray on like the inside of your like.
The protector thing.
Yeah.
That's a little bit lighter gray.
Is it like a light gray, a dark
No,
gray,
medium gray, middle gray, I would say.
I feel like black and teal is better.
Probably. That's the Seattle Kraken. The Seattle
Yeah.
Kraken have the best hockey jerseys, and
They're
they are black and
really
teal
cool
and
hockey
blue.
jerseys.
So theirs are the best. The
Are they
Kraken is a mythical giant squid
Yes.
thing that no one ever discovered. And I guess I don't know, Seattle's near water, so they were like, yeah, we'll claim that. It sounds cool. I would
does.
want my hockey team to be called the Kraken, but
If I
instead our
were
hockey team is called the Flyers.
If I were one of the teams that were changing their name, I would change to the Kraken.
Well, it's too late now because
Well,
it's
yeah,
taken.
but-
So you just be copying them.
Yeah,
You
but
need
there's
a
other
different
sports that have
mythical
multiple.
You gotta be like the unicorns.
Wildcats or Cardinals.
No, you gotta be like the unicorns.
Well, yeah, that's what I
not
meant, like-
intimidating at all, though.
like in sports, there's two teams that are the Cardinals, like pro sports teams. That's what I
Mhm.
mean.
There's a lot of cats involved. There's
Wildcats.
There's the Lions and the Tigers.
And the bears.
something
Oh
like
my.
that.
There actually are the Bears.
Oh my.
There's the Bears and the Cubs.
Oh my, the Bears and the baby Bears.
Oh my.
Okay. Oh, that's where we're cutting it off.
Oh,
at
yeah.
Baby Bears.
Yeah.
No more. Okay. Just didn't want to interrupt that. Do you prefer the matte helmets or the shiny batting
Matte.
helmets? Because I've been seeing more teams go to matte,
I like
and
matte.
it's so much better.
Matt is a lot.
I want the
better.
Phillies to switch to matte really
Yeah,
bad.
Matt
because
is better.
there's nothing wrong with the shiny helmets, but the matte ones just look
I always liked wearing a
cleaner.
Matt one too.
sleeker. Yeah. This used to be matte, and it's been wearing off pretty
Clearly.
bad. So I wonder how much that shows up on camera. How in bad
It
condition.
looks
this
It's
pretty
helmet
bad.
is.
It's bad.
It's in very bad
Yeah.
condition. So, yeah. Well, I guess that's probably going to do it for episode 144. There's
that was
not.
really short.
It was not really short. There's not much else to talk
I
about.
think, what time is it?
I don't.
One more
think
minute. I
that-
think we have about one more minute.
I don't.
Why are you
I don't
in
think
military
so.
time?
I don't
Because
think
I
we
wanted to
should.
learn military time.
I don't think we should do another
I feel like that's a-
minute
that's an
in
interesting
regular
skill to
time
learn.
or military time because it's not like Leah likes Marvel or anything. So I don't see
Leah,
the
do
No,
point
you
no,
of
like
no.
doing.
Marvel?
I do like
Marvel.
Marvel.
Oh,
I
she
think
does
we should
like
talk about
Marvel. We got
Because
one more
then I
minute.
can know.
Neither of us have our phone with us though.
Yeah, I
Wait, wait,
gotcha.
I can start a stopwatch.
I need.
Well, but you have to be able to start and stop. So I'll take off my.
We need
batting
Grace's
glove so I
phone.
can use my phone. I have mine right here.
My phone's over.
So the way Marvel Minute works is each of the. Well, we would need 2 timers. We'll go.
That's why I said Grace's. We need Grace's.
We can do it. We'll
The
figure this
eye
out.
roll.
So they're each gonna have 1 minute, but they don't have to do a minute straight through. So like Luke can talk for 10 seconds, and then he has 50 seconds remaining, and then Leah can talk for 20 seconds, and
I don't trust
they're
you.
gonna talk about
Here,
Marvel.
grab my
That's
phone.
no.
Bring
I
my
do
phone
trust
over.
you. But like,
I
are
don't.
you gonna stop it? You got to give me my whole minute. Okay, good.
Just don't. No. Give him
But no,
less.
I
Give him
want
less.
Grace's stopwatch.
Just stop it at like 57 or something, or
What are
just
we
let
gonna
it
talk
keep
about?
running.
I'll start it.
Accidentally
Okay, you
forget to
start, you
hit
start.
stop. All right, ready, go.
So I just bought tickets for Doctor Strange because they came out last Wednesday, and I'm very excited. What do you think?
I'm so excited for that movie. Like, Wanda's gonna be so good, and it's just gonna be awesome. I really hope Billy and Tommy come back, and yeah.
Do you think Billy and Tommy are real? Because I think they were just a figment of her imagination. But do you think she can will them to life using her Scarlet Witch powers?
I think now that her powers are, like, kind of even more, and they're going to be even more, like, because we saw from the trailer and stuff, that it's possible. I think it was, like, almost, because she took everything else in, like, in Westview, and she, like, made it into something else. So it could be they're made from something else. But it could be, like, the Mind Stone. Who knows?
Yeah, and there's also the introduction of America Chavez, who I think is going to be...
There's someone named America.
My personal...
I get an extra 5 seconds.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what the penalty is,
All right,
Owen?
go.
I think the introduction of that character is going to be good. I don't know a ton about her character, but I'm excited to figure it out.
I think it'll definitely be interesting, because I watched the trailer, and it's, like, it's definitely giving me more, like, teenage movie vibes, or, like, almost, like, bearing on Netflix movie vibes than, like, Marvel movie, and I don't want that to happen. Like, I want it to be, like, a Marvel movie, not, like, what people think teenagers kind of are interested in.
Yeah, I don't really see that, but I can kind of see where you're coming from. Anyway, I was going to say something. I don't remember what I was going to say, which is wasting our minute. Ah!
Wow, you choked, Luke.
I did.
That was so bad. You had 5 extra seconds and you wasted all 5 of them.
No, the 5 extra seconds do not count in there.
You got 20 seconds.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
plenty of time.
What's something else we can talk about?
Well, this.
No?
Continue talking about Doctor Strange.
Okay.
But while I think about what I was going to say.
So yeah, I'm curious also to see if any like how many cameos are gonna be in there, because it's like I heard it's like 2 hours and 6 minutes, and like No Way Home did it well with their cameos because there were like a couple, but you know.
Her timer isn't running and my timer isn't running.
No, I'm doing Luke.
I was doing Luke.
Dude, let's go! I can keep
Oh,
talking! Okay. Yeah,
How
so
did we
as long
screw
as
that
they're
up?
careful with cameos
Wait, what time
and
are you
stuff-
at for Luke?
38 seconds.
I'm at 48.
Yeah,
Well, I
great.
stopped when you interrupted him.
I'm so
Yeah.
confused. Yeah, but then he kept going afterwards.
Okay, I'm just going to say one more thing and then we'll cut it off.
Okay.
Doctor Strange, there's an evil Doctor Strange coming, and then hopefully, I wonder if that'll tie into What If at all with that evil Doctor Strange.
I don't
that
know.
was in there.
I wasn't big into What If, but I have to finish that so I can understand it possibly.
It was a very unconventional
go.
Marvel minute.
Yeah.
Could have been more or less than a minute. I don't know, but
I mean,
It was probably like 5 minutes, but it's fine.
It was definitely not 5 minutes. But
It's like,
should we end the episode with like shout outs or anything?
oh yeah. Okay, I would like to
What a
shout out.
coincidence, Leah.
I would like.
Shout out.
I would
We
like
never
to shout
do
out.
this.
First of all, I'd like to shout out my source for the baseball fact. I appreciate that. I can't really reveal my sources, but I do appreciate that person for helping me
Was
out.
that the thing that you're not supposed to say? That's why Grace is here? Your
No,
source?
The person never said I couldn't, but I can't tell you
Respecting
guys
privacy.
because yeah.
That's fair.
And then shout out to Mrs. Pagano's 6th grade Farmdale Elementary, one of the best elementary schools in our
People don't
school
know
district.
One of, unlike Roystown,
Um,
which is the best.
Farmdale Elementary's 6th grade pre-algebra class, especially Oliver.
Especially?
especially
You
Especially.
put an X in
there's
there
no
somewhere.
X in especially.
There's not.
No.
Especially Oliver.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also no X in Oliver,
No,
probably.
unless it's silent at the beginning
Or at the end.
Like XO.
or in the middle.
Ooh, in the middle. That would be weird. I mean, it's possible.
Elixir, but it's silent. So
Well, but
just
it's silent, so
Oliver.
it's just
This
Oliver.
kid
So you
probably
don't
has
know.
an X in his name and he's gonna just be bawling in his class. He's gonna be like, they think my name is weird.
Grace, is there an X in his name?
No,
That's
She doesn't
good.
know. So that, Luke, did you have a shout out?
Parker, they probably miss you now.
I'm gonna
because of-
shout out.
Oh, shout out Grace, my manager too.
Just creepily sitting there this whole time.
Oh, do you have a shout out? You can go first.
I'd like to shout out the Phillies for being a really entertaining team that we're going to get to watch this year.
I'm gonna shout out the Eagles for making a good trade.
Oh, that's true.
We didn't talk
we
about
didn't
that
even
at
talk.
all.
Well, wait.
We traded
It
two
will
of
be
our.
discussed. Howie Roseman's a genius.
Wait, well, sorry. What'd you say?
Howie Roseman's a genius.
Oh yeah,
He's a
Yeah.
genius.
he fleeced the Saints.
He did.
Absolutely
Great draft
fleeced them.
pick moves. Now you just got to draft good people with
With
those
those
picks.
picks,
So
yeah.
that's the hard part. But if he gets more picks,
So
He's
so,
more
sorry,
likely to
not
hit
shout out to the
eventually.
Eagles. Shout out to Howie.
yeah.
Did something
Yeah,
right
Howie.
for once.
Yep.
Your whole life is a failure, but that moment was
Whoa.
good. Except
Whoa.
Devontae,
Okay.
drafting Devontae Smith wasn't a failure.
Trading up to get Devonta Smith and drafting him.
Yes.
This is gonna be
Yeah.
the thing that prevents.
One of many.
Yeah, this is gonna be a problem.
Freedom of speech.
One of many. All right, later this week we've got a vlog coming out because we're going to a Sixers game. So March Madness vlog that went pretty well. We actually had someone who claimed that they were one of the cheerleader dancer people
Yeah,
at the game
yeah.
doing the sock toss, where Chris unfortunately, devastatingly failed to get a pair of socks. We still have to do our sock throwing competition.
Yeah.
We gotta wait till us and Chris are all available so we can do it together. But
Yeah.
the sock throwing competition will happen later. The vlog is coming out sometime this week when we go to the Sixers' last home game of
Hopefully we get
the
to see
regular
some time
season.
from Embiid and Harden.
I sure hope so. It should be important enough that they'll play because they're still technically fighting for playoff
I guess.
spots, and also they're playing the Pistons, so should be a win. But who
Because
knows?
they lost last time they played them.
They did, unfortunately. Episode 144. Thanks again to Leah
Yes.
for joining us. It's weird. It's hard to end it now because normally Parker just like says something and
Okay.
then that's the end.
I
So
played disc golf today.
I
I ran a track meet today in the pouring rain. Literally, it stopped raining after I finished my run because it was a relay. So there were 2 girls behind me, and it stopped raining after I finished.
Episode
Episode
144.
Yeah.